All right. Yeah, just another impromptu drop in. I was taking out the garbage and then washing a dish or two. So, I just got in from work a couple hours ago. I was listening to some podcasts, some live streams, and I kind of felt a certain kind of way when I was getting out the car, and I had to remind myself. I'm like, you know what? Why am I so goddamn down on myself? I got a damn house on contract, getting fixed up, 2 cars. I mean, all kind of freaking progress, man. I mean, but today just, I don't know. It was cold as hell outside, and spent way too much money over the weekend. Entirely too much money. I literally, I stimulated the economy, man, over the weekend. Spent way too much money. I mean, just ridiculous amounts of money. I paid $42 just to park my car in a hotel parking lot because I thought the parking was included with the hotel, but I turned to find out that it was not. And I just kind of, took my little after evening nap. And I was listening to some live streams and just, dozed off to sleep. And I woke up, and over the course of just looking at my phone, I was like, oh, okay. One of my favorite subs reminded me that I am appreciated. And I pretty much I just felt like, you know what, since I'm appreciated, I'm gonna show my appreciation back. And basically, I the thumbnail that you see, first off, I have some things that I'm grateful of. Okay, one is that I'm gonna talk about my Robinhood challenge, and that basically I'm up pretty significantly. Well, not significant, but as of just the last 24 hours, I'm up like $11. And what I'm up on is, I'm gonna put it in the chat. I actually did not talk about it, but I mean, actually, I talked about it in the past. But I'm on Naked Brand Group's NAKD, and yeah, I'm doing pretty well with that right now as of now. Now, that being said, the stock that I actually was reminded of today was basically ZOM ZOM. The stock is ZOM Medica, but it is stock symbol ZOM. I bought some shares a while back of this particular stock, and it's one of my subs reminded me that he picked one of my stocks that I referred, and he almost made out with like a bandit, but he just didn't get greedy enough. So he just didn't get greedy enough. And I told him, basically, one of my my 10 things that, or yeah, like 5 or 10 things that mistakes that I made in my over 10 years of day trading. And one of them was, basically being too passive. Like, what I mean by that is, okay, instead of like just going ahead and buying 1,000, 10,000 shares, I just bought 10 or 30 shares. When I know I had enough for at least 100 or 500 or 250 or 300 or 1,000. I mean, I had it, but I just didn't put, like, that was one of my mistakes, that I did not buy enough shares. And it's quite significant because when shares go up, the more the merry. Okay, literally. Like you can you can literally buy enough stocks that you could literally, yeah, you can literally get married. Like it'll pay for your marriage and everything. Like when I mean more the merry, I mean that in every sense of the word. Because the thing is that one of the reasons why I do this, one of the reasons why, I pretty much trade and I do all things relative to financing is it's my way of coping. Okay. This is my way of coping in this unjust, world, this unjust country. It's my way of actually coping. My way of coping is getting wealthy. Me being a black man in America, my way of coping with this dynamic is by one wealth at a time. $1 gain, $100, $1,000 at a time. Like that's how I cope. And it's a lot of other men like myself. Like, I mean, pretty much I understand if I'm a millionaire, I'm still looked at as whatever I'm looked at. But my way of coping with this system, the way I, choose to cope with it is by getting wealthy, by getting rich. That's my way of coping with this system. And, that's just my way. Other people have other avenues, but my way is actually kind of like basically twofold. Helping others through whatever I've learned, and then definitely just applying what I do know to try to get wealthy. One investment at a time. So, I pretty much picked this one well over a year ago, and as you can see, this is a roller coaster right here. January 4th, it's at $35. And it's kind of like one of those companies where I bought it because it came up on one of my scans. Definitely talked about it on YouTube, and it's taking off. Okay, now it's up 45 cents. Just I believe just today. So let me look at the day chart. So well, actually, yeah, within the last day, it's been up 45 cents. So the thing is that this puppy actually within the last 5 days, it has skyrocketed. Okay. Let's look and see why it skyrocketed and see what the news stories is talking about, because I want to find out why this is going up, because I really wasn't watching this, but I think that I was holding this, but then it dropped, and I think I let it loose too quick. Let me glance quickly at where I possibly had bought it. Let me take a look at this for a second. See where I possibly maybe could have bought this in at. It looks like I probably bought this at one of my other brokerages. Let me see here. Let me see if I can pull the history up. Let me see here. All right. So as this reads, this is as of today. So they launched a diagnostic platform for cats and dogs. See, the thing about it is, even though this is a veterinary health company, just think about how many people have cats and dogs. Okay. A lot of people have cats and dogs. Okay. A lot of people still have cats and dogs, So let me see here. Let me see here. I don't. It doesn't necessarily. It doesn't show what companies. I don't think they show what companies that actually is going on. Okay. Well, anyways, this is one of those companies that I actually picked, but yeah, this is why they've actually went up, because they launched some new platform for diagnostics for cats and dogs. Okay. So yeah, I mean, this is ZOM, ZOM Medica. So yeah, that's one of those companies that I was going to be talking about. And another company, let me just take a see here. So another one that I actually invested in a while back was it's called BLNK. But this one, a lot of people probably missed this one too, including myself. I didn't miss it, but it's just one of those that got away. BLNK. Okay, BLNK is one of those ones that took off. Okay, this one took way off. Another roller coaster stock. Let's go back 1 year. Okay, this was $1.93. Okay, this is one of those big ones that I picked that I just let go too early. I didn't hold it. Okay, this is at $52 a share right now as we speak. Let's open up what they actually do. So, this company actually, I believe they're into charging, electric vehicles. Okay, so this one might be in some people's range of affordability. This is out of my range of affordability. This particular company at this moment, but this might still well be in your affordability. This was actually something that if you actually watch my channel, I've talked about this company. I've even bought this company in one of my Robinhood challenges months prior. A year ago, I've actually bought this um particular stock. And just to mention, another thing is that basically this is where my Robinhood challenge is. That thumbnail, I'm at $43. So as long as by January 31st, as long as I'm a positive on pretty much on the month, I'm gonna cash out whatever, like 50% of whatever I made, and I'm gonna surprise someone, someone down on their luck with the proceeds. Okay, I'm hoping it could be as big as it possibly can. I'm hoping that I can make as much as I can, and definitely remain in the positive. But yeah, as long as this holds, and I've been very well defensive, because I did buy some Dogecoin, but I sold out. I sold it off because I saw that it was still kind of volatile, and I sold off because I just a lot of times those stocks, they I mean, not the stocks, but the actual Dogecoin or Bitcoin, goes up, and then next thing you know, it's going down. And I sold off to avoid being in crypto hell. Okay, so went ahead and did that. So I'm looking in my history to see when was the time that I actually bought BLNK, because I know I bought them. I know I bought BLNK. I'm looking at my Robinhood right now to see when the last time I bought BLNK. Okay, so let me see here. Oh my God, I'm looking at my Robinhood challenge. I bought NIO. I bought 4 shares of NIO at $7.58 June 30th, 2020. That is crazy. Bananas. Let me see here. I'm just looking at these trades. I'm analyzing these trades that I've done, and I'm just looking at it. But I mean, some of these stocks, man, I've picked, but sold way too prematurely. So let me see here. I'm trying to see when I bought BLNK because I know I bought them. Oh man, and I bought NIO. I even bought NIO at $4.14. Like, it's crazy, man. It's freaking bananas. Yeah, people are they pulling back on their Bitcoin because Bitcoin is dropping. You know, it's like had a real bull run over last week into the weekend. Then it's like everybody came back from partying over the weekend, and it was a big massive sell-off. Oh man, that's hilarious. I mean, Bitcoin has to be like one of the big. Bitcoin is the biggest thing that I've missed out on, probably most in my lifetime that I know of, as far as like stocks and any type of thing related to that. Bitcoin is the biggest thing that I've ever missed out on, and I kind of knew about Bitcoin because I was a fledgling technician then working in IT. So I had my ears to anything tech related. So I knew about Bitcoin a little bit. I've heard about it. But it was just one of those things that I just didn't capitalize on. It was like, one of those situations. But I'm looking through my actual Robinhood, and okay, I may be going back too far because I've been on Robinhood since 2016, so I done went back too far. But I know I bought this particular stock. So yeah, wait, is this? Yeah, no, this is something. This is something else. This is it's Brooklyn shares. That's not it. So I'm trying to see if I actually just doing kind of a review to see where I bought these shares. It might have been on, most likely was, if it's not on Robinhood, then I definitely bought it on my TD Ameritrade account. So it's probably most likely where I bought it, because I don't necessarily, I know I bought these shares, but this is definitely one of those ones that I bought. So yeah, I definitely bought it. It was by process of elimination. I bought it on TD Ameritrade, but as you can see, this is taking off. This is something that you probably might be some opportunity, in this. What's going on? We got a new guy. ZOM gonna pass $1 tomorrow. Yep. Tomorrow is only a day away. Yeah, a lot of people got cats and dogs, man. That's why I was like, man, this is a no-brainer. Definitely a no-brainer, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I pretty much I agree with that with that guy. I believe it definitely will go past $1. I think it might even go beyond that, because one thing about stocks is when somebody, when somebody pretty much jumps aboard and buys a whole bunch of shares when it's going up, it's like a freaking bandwagon. A whole bunch of people jump in. So once it's going up, next thing you know, you got freaking hedge funds buying millions of shares. Then that's gonna bring the price up. But then you gotta watch the pullback. You gotta watch the pullback, because a lot of times, those hedge funds and stuff, they ain't doing nothing but trying to pump and dump. So you gotta definitely be careful with them, volume trades. When it's over, I guess you could say, I'm not an expert or anything, but if you got over, let's say, so many millions of volume, meaning different trades for particular stocks, you're dealing with the algos. You're dealing with the algos, and you're dealing with the hedge funds, and the basically the rich guys. When you got over 1 million, trading volume, that particular underlying stock, you are dealing with algos, rich guys with trading firms, the billionaires, and you got to watch that, because if you're trading for profit and basically you want to hedge, you want to make sure you set your stop loss, because those guys, those rich guys, all they trying to do is pump and dump enough, and I wouldn't do nothing different. Trust and believe. I would be, if I was a multimillionaire trader, I would just be trying to buy a yacht every day. I'll be trying to make enough to buy a yacht every day, just no different than they are. But you got to watch it, because those stocks, they pump and they dump them, and then next thing you know, you going up $1 or $2 or 50 cents, and then next thing you done lost 20 cents. You know what I'm saying? Because they done pumped it up, and then it goes down, and then if you're not able to get out of the position, you get dumped. you get the scraps. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta definitely watch those. A lot of times those are pump and dumps type of things that happen, and then definitely, you get out of a trade. Don't like, you just watch it. You definitely gonna have it on your watch list. You can get back in it, but if you're trading for profit, you're trying to make money, so you don't want to just get on a bandwagon and then you get stuck holding the rotten egg. So you want to definitely, man, one of the things that I learned how I was able to survive my Robinhood challenge for so long. One of the biggest things is stop loss. If I just was not using stop loss, I would be way out of the game. I wouldn't even know where I would be. I don't even think I'll be able to. My stock trading challenge would be dead in the water, because that is how I'm able to scale up. Literally, like where it's at $43, I would not have been able to scale up if I've not implemented stop loss. So you definitely want to watch that. But another trade that I want to talk about is NIO. Okay, NIO is one of those companies that I've championed, and other subscribers of mine has also championed, and I've noticed that quietly it's gone back up to 60 something dollars. It's a freaking it's climbing back up. It was dropping at $43, and then next, like last month it was at the 40s. Now it's gone up. It's doing a roller coaster ride. It's at $62, man. Good for whoever's holding it. I hope you guys didn't dump it off, because you gotta know it was going back up, man. And then I'm gonna tell you one thing that I noticed about NIO. You know, one thing that I noticed about NIO, it's becoming a household name. That is something, because basically they're moving into Europe. Okay, that's from what I hear, that they're moving into Europe. Once they move into Europe, they're pretty much gonna move back, move overseas, over across the pond. You know, they're gonna make it across the pond, and there you have it. You know what I'm saying? So, I wouldn't dump NIO, man. I would definitely go along for the roller coaster ride, and it's been one hell of a roller coaster ride. Look at this puppy. You know, freaking nervous maniacs like myself already unloaded it, and I had bought it way back here, but my impatient crackhead, I didn't hold it, and then look at what is at. It's just like, basically, man, all of these stocks that I told you, that I just explained, I had them. I just didn't hold them. It's like this, man. I mean, if you got problems, like some people have problems getting women, right? Like some people don't have a problem getting women, but it's one thing to get a woman, but it's another one to hold her and keep her around. And it's like, basically, man, it's an art to it, man. And it's like, man, it's like these stocks, man. You gotta come home every day and, you know what I'm saying, and settle in, and you can make money, man. Not all the time, but I mean, I just gave you 3 stocks that you could have literally bought a year ago and just pretty much gotten cozy and just married it. I mean, made it your girlfriend, and you would have came up. I'm on some old, you know, I'm trying to pump and dump. That ain't working for me. You know what I'm saying? That I need to be in a long-term relationship with these stocks, man. I mean, I need to be in a long-term relationship, because that is where it's at. You know, I mean, I would have been able to probably just, had like enough money to buy 2 or 3 houses just off NIO alone. I mean, but yeah, it's definitely something to look at. Definitely out of my affordability. Out of all of these companies, I'm definitely looking at ZOM again, because ZOM is still affordable. A lot of people buying a lot of cats and dogs, man, because people are lonely, man. They're lonely, man. They need their you know what I'm saying, freaking cat, man, and their dog, man, to keep them company. It's still COVID-19. COVID-19 is still rearing his ugly head, and they need somebody to, keep their attention, go take them for a walk. Cats and dogs are definitely still, a lot of I remember back during the COVID, full spectrum of COVID, a lot of people were they were going to the dog shelters, and some shelters were reporting that all of the cats and dogs were gone. Like everybody came in and took all of the cats and dogs. You know what I'm saying? So it's still, I'm telling you, man, people is buying cats and dogs, man. It's raining cats and dogs, because it's like pretty much got to think, who's going to keep you company, man, during COVID-19 restrictions. Still, my gym tricked me. LA Fitness, man. LA Fitness tricked me. I go in, I see the swimming pools open, but the damn showers ain't even open. And the lady, you know how women lie so much, especially salesmen. They say, I asked, is the showers open? She gonna say, yeah. I should have had her on camera. because I could have filed a freaking lawsuit or something, man. I could have freaking called corporate about that, because how you gonna tell me the showers is open before I pay, and then after I pay for my membership, I go walk in the back and the damn showers is closed and the freaking locker room is closed. And I go in front of the lady, I'm like, you told me the showers were open. And then she was like, it was one shower open by the pool. Man, I must have been pissed, man. I mean, they open up the swimming pool, but the goddamn showers are still closed, man. But like I said, I mean, the move is, people are definitely, they got a lot of cats and dogs. And, cats, and one thing I know about cats and dogs, man, they gonna get sick, man. Every now and again, you gonna get sick. I remember I had a cat, man. I gave him some dog medicine by accident. Man, that cat, my cat got so sick, it was having seizures and convulsions. I had to take him to the vet, and they saved that cat's life, man. They could have. I thought they was gonna charge me thousands of dollars, man. I was gonna have to borrow from every person I know of and try to pay for the cat, man. They worked out a deal. I had to spend like about $600 to $700 for that cat, man. And to get that cat back to life, they gave him fluids because it was dehydrated. They gave him an IV treatment. They basically looked out. They cared more about the damn cat than they cared about my ass. But they got that cat, man, healthy enough, and saved that damn cat's life, man. And just think, people that actually do have money, they got cat insurance or pet insurance rather. I mean, it's big business, man. So I definitely can still afford Zone Media Cut. I'm definitely going to be looking into that, as well as like I mentioned before. Right now I'm into Naked Brands Group, so checking that out, trying to rock that to get some money off of that. And I'm that's what I'm trying to do right now. Like I said, I had a sub that just showed me a little appreciation, so I just decided to hop on to give that appreciation back and talk about some stocks, and yeah, man. What I wonder what you guys are holding, man. I mean, what do you guys have in your portfolio? You know, what have you made some money off of this year so far? What did you miss? What is one of the biggest stocks that you missed in the last 5 to 6 months? I actually joined a real investment group. It's very, very, very popular. Well, not popular, but it's a very good group because they send daily, like all day throughout the day, send different stock tickers, and I a lot of them I've heard about. Some of them I've never heard about, and yeah, I stay on. That's another way that helps me stay on top of different stocks to purchase. So yeah. So anyway, um, nobody bought anything. Nobody bought anything. Okay, cool. Let's see. I'll drop the link to see if anybody wants to talk about some stocks. Anybody have any trades that they have in the works? All right, so you guys are shy. Okay, well, enjoy the rest of your night. Have a good one.